Get motivated with Mr. Smiles, Vinney Chopra. He is also known as Mr. Enthusiasm. He will share and challenge you each week on great topics, on how to get excited, how to really make things happen in your business, and change your life for the better. Here is Vinney with this week's Motivation Inspiration.
Hi guys, welcome to your weekly Motivation Power Talk with Mr. Smiles, also known as Vinney Chopra. My name is Alicia Debrell, and I get the privilege to interview Mr. Smiles each and every week. And he's probably one of the most positive and just driven people that I've pretty much ever met. It's insane. It's insane. It's crazy. It's crazy to tell you. And I'm not saying that just because I work with them. You'll see. I promise you if you watch. You may have heard his incredible story on one of the, 80-something podcasts that he's been a guest on, not including the two podcasts that he has with me. I mean, we do the Motivation Weekly Power Talks, and then we also have the Syndication Made Easy. So you'll definitely hear his story anywhere on any one of those podcasts. You can also check him out on Facebook Live, which you have a new partner on Friday.
Bo, actually, thank you, Alicia. Yeah, Bo Eckstein from the Bay Area. We both live right here in Danville. I live in Danville, Blackhawk, and Bo is in Walnut Creek. He's been my great friend for 2 years. He's been also a star of a TV show, HGTV, Flipping the House. He's a really great personality, and we are looking at even a TV show. I'm so fired up. We'll see. But the thing is, in the Bay Area, right here in San Francisco, we are trying to make a big impact. So my show now, instead of syndication show, Friday 10 o'clock Pacific time, used to be syndication. Now it's a personal development. We have a mission statement, new mission statement. We'll be bringing and taking your business to a new level. So that's going to be exciting. It's some personal development, some great ideas, and along with real estate, because he's in real estate, I'm in real estate anyway. So that's going to be coming up.
You're both in the whole personal development fields. That's a really good match. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, and you can also check out Vinney on his website, which is vinneychopra.com, and all of his links and social media links will be here in the show notes. So here he is. He's always smiling and excited.
Ready to take on the world, like I call. Every morning you got to be excited. You got to be fired up. What to get done today,
Yes. Yeah. So, well, first of all, I don't know. I probably mentioned this last week, but I have to mention it again. Congratulations. This is a motivation talk show, but talk about motivation. He is now a #1 international best-selling author with his brand new book, Syndication Made Easy. Check it out on Amazon, guys. It's awesome.
Thank you, Alicia. Get ready to publish the next one. My wife gave me the great idea on positivity. I've lived my life over 40 years in USA, and I think my success has come from my being positive, my being excited, my being enthusiastic. So that's the new book I'm starting to write now, and I hope it's going to be a great seller too. So,
it definitely will be. Anything that you write is going to be good. In fact, we're going to talk about positivity on one of the next shows, and we're going to definitely drill into that here on the Motivation Talk Show. Yeah. But today, I want to talk about time management.
Time management is such a crucial subject, such a crucial thing. Alicia, I'm glad you took that topic, and you just told me a couple of minutes back what my topic will be, because I don't like to prepare in notes, just to let the audience know. I just try to whatever I have learned and what kind of person I am and my experiences, I like to share them in this podcast. After no notes, no nothing, no reading of anything. A lot of podcast people have those already written up and all. Anyway, I just go right from my brain and whatever I feel. So what you talked about, time management, is so very important. And the reason behind that is we have 24 hours a day. I have not seen a watch that has got 26 hours or 36 hours on it. Haven't found one yet. So we all have limited time. how do we spend that time? 24 hours in the day is so crucial. So very crucial. Of course, we should take good night's sleep. I sleep about 6 hours a day, a night, not day. During the day, I don't sleep. But 6 hours or 6.5. Most people say 8 hours. Let's say take 8 out. Now you're left with 16 hours a day. In that time, where do you spend that time? How much time you're spending in driving, in not doing anything, in eating, in again getting prepared in the morning, all that, right? But then the biggest thing I'd like to say, time usage. What are you doing in the most critical activities for the day? Okay, that is the idea I want to penetrate today in the podcast. You know, time management is such a great element in our life by taking care of the activities that are important to us. See, look at that. Important to us. We need to make sure that we are including those activities and the results will come in that day or next day or like that. That's going to happen. So how do we start the day is so important, Alicia. And I would love to bring Miracle Morning. None of these authors pay me any money or like that, but they have shaped me. And I want to share my knowledge with other people. Please do pick up Hal Elrod's book. And actually, he's coming to Michael Blank. Actually, next week, I'll be there in Dallas and I'll get a chance to meet Hal personally. I didn't meet him last year. I went to GoBundance. He's a member of GoBundance Club also, which I was a member of, and Steamboat over there in Colorado. But he got sick, so he didn't reach. But just a great, great story. And also on a YouTube, you know, you might like to watch it. Watch till the end because it's a long one. But anyway, but you know, we need to start the day right. The other book which has really shaped me is by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. Now, Power of Now is very important book also for time management. Please go ahead.
I want to ask, okay, so the Miracle Morning, so that's more kind of getting your day started, and then the Power of Now is taking action?
Yes, exactly right. You know, you're so right, Alicia, because time management comes with few factors, right? We're taking care of the time during the day. So to get the morning started with Miracle Morning, paying gratitude, doing yoga, doing exercise, feeding your mind with some positive thinking, positive thoughts, and then looking at your goals for the day, all that is in the Miracle Morning. That is so important every morning for us to do that, you know, and exercise and all that stuff. Like I did elliptical and all. I try to do it and it shows up on my, you know, iPhone. Hey, for healthy, you know, I think it says, go exercise or something. Vinney, go exercise. You know, it's great for health, things like that. Reminder. And I am always, you know, up early and things like that. But gratitude starts the day right. We are able to really take into long, you know, breathing exercises in the morning to get the energy to make it happen each and every period of the time, which we're going to talk about time utilization. Another book, I couldn't find it. It's in there in my bookcase, but we just moved here into a new place. It's by Alan Lankin, How to Control Your Time, Control Your Life. I think it's maybe 40 years old book, but that really helped me a lot. And one of the main sentence I remember, and I have utilized that, what he talks about in that book, you know, Alan Lankin, he says, what's the best possible use of your time right now? What's the activity you should be doing right now, this moment, that's going to get you the best returns? If we that saying, if we keep it in our mind and we keep it saying to ourselves, is this activity I'm doing today, right now, is it important? Is it that important that I have to do it today, right now, this moment? Can it be postponed? Can it be delegated? I remember in my life, over the 40 years, I used to have 3x5 cards. It says prioritize was my big word. Please write it down. Prioritize your activities, prioritize your results, what you want. prioritize your goals. Okay. The other part, delegate. In my 3x5 card, I had prioritize, delegate. Delegate is a very big word. This will give you so much free time. I'm telling you. I am not good at a lot of things like everybody. We are not specialists in every single activity. We are not, and we don't want to. Why? The thing is, if we become specialists in the most important thing in our life, if it's the business leader, if it's the being a CEO, taking care of the business to the next level, leading a company, leading in a group of 50 people or 100 or 500 people, working on the budgets, those are the fine activities we want to spend time on. So delegation is big one, right? So Alicia, time management brings those things into effect. Prioritizing, delegation, and then massive action. The third one, I always wrote on these cards for 40 years. I'm telling you, for 40 years, prioritize, delegate, take massive action. Take massive action. And of course, my other 5x card was the goal setting, like we did in another podcast last week or week before, was on writing down the goals and then looking at those goals and so on. So let's talk about it. What other things come to your mind? Using time wisely. The main thing from this whole thing, which I just went over, please remember to ask yourself every moment, is this the best use of my time? And in your heart of the heart, in your conscience, being truthful to yourself, if it says to you no, stop doing it. Mm-hmm. Stop doing it just now. Because if this is not the most important use of your time, you should not be involved yourself in that activity.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. I totally agree with that. I do. And now and that's something that you have to teach yourself to do too. Right?
Totally.
And I want to go more in cause this time management is kind of like the weekly goals or goal setting. We did 2 different podcasts on that because there's such big subjects that can be broken up and talked about in such different measurements.
Yes.
So I think that this is going to be another podcast that we're probably going to go into because I have 4 or 5 just things I wrote down in the first 5 minutes of our conversation. I want to break this up because there's so much to it. And this doesn't even include the books and the resources that you brought up. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I guess one of the things that you brought up, I want to actually talk to you about the morning thing because this podcast is not just for people in the syndication business. This is for people amongst all walks of life.
Every aspect. Totally.
And this is something where I want to talk about from, I'm a business owner, yes, but I'm also a parent. And as a parent, sometimes with kids, they have to get them up to school and they're pain in the butt. You got to get them up. You got to get them ready. They don't want to eat breakfast. You don't have time for yourself. Okay. Mm-hmm. You don't have time to, have a moment to think about what are my goals for the day? What do I need to do? Here's my peace of mind. So how do you help people like me have toddlers or have kids that are not self-sufficient? And you're like, crap.
Yes. So glad you asked me that. And I've gone through that, guys. My wife and I, when our kids were young, they've grown up now. But you're right. That's the fact of life, But the thing is, the time we spend with our children is the most precious time. I believe that. I remember I used to have Franklin. I'm old, guys. Franklin daytimers and all that. And I would tell my kids, Neil,
I remember what you're talking about in school, like the book, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. It had like the whole day from 7 a.m. to 7 or 10.
Those.
I know. I used to have them all the time before these iPhone and other stuff came. You're right, Alicia.
But I still have some in my storage unit.
I know. Look at that. And I used to keep them because, where you have been. Last year, 2 years back, 3 years back, I used to get the refill put in. And then, everything was on paper, right? But not anymore. But the thing is, we got to really look at, the time with the kids, like you just mentioned, is so precious time. And we need to cherish that time. And that is the most important thing you're doing with the children. And you want to be in that moment. You want to be just giving full attention. I know Stephen Covey taught me that very well. He said, true north. He talked about in the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People and the 8th Habit and many other books. He talked about how to really make sure that you are true north, that you are giving the time to the right and most important activities of the day. Okay. And sometime during the day, we have to just let go of the calendar. That's what he talked about. He said, don't worry about the calendar and the appointments and everything. But what time you're spending with the children are so important, precious time. And I remember I used to ask them, when do you want me to come to your school? What kind of activities you have? You want me to go on the field trips? So I'll put them on my calendar for the next whole year. And then those are sacred times. I just never deviated from that for many, 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 many years. And that was the best thing. The other thing I would like to mention, like you just said, is you want your own time. Now, who can give you your own time? You tell me.
Well, I guess it's got to be, you, me, you got to make your own time.
You got it.
But it's sometimes I find that it's hard, because I run my own business.
It is hard. I've come across so many families, so many moms like you. They say, I just get up half an hour early.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's exactly what I do. I find that when I wake up a half hour early, I'm usually trying to get some work done, checking my emails, checking my stuff. Let me just get a couple things done real fast before she wakes up. Like today, I was up at 15 before 6. I'm like, okay, I got 20 minutes. I have 30 minutes before she wakes up. And then I can get some things done. And then I'm laying, and then I lay there for 10 minutes. And I wake up and I see her staring above my bed. I'm like, oh.
Right. No, you said it. See, the key thing is what you just said, finding time before she wakes up and then when she's gone to school. Okay, that is the time again. You're really busy with the work and everything. A lot of people telecommute nowadays. So I think it's up to us to make appointment with us. If I may give that concept, that golden nugget, which has really served me well, is to make an appointment and you put that down. That's called thinking time. I put it on my calendar as thinking time, preparation time. That is a very important time to give me ideas. Preparation. I don't know, many of you have probably heard and read and, things like if you give 1 hour of preparation time, you save 10 hours of disorganized work. Oh my gosh.
Even 30 minutes.
Yeah, you got it.
15 minutes of a busy schedule to sit down and reorganize your day and reorganize a certain thing that's chaotic. I think it makes a difference.
It does. It really does. And, again, it all starts by doing it, little steps. I always believe in little steps than big steps. And our subconscious needs to be trained. See, subconscious does not know good from the bad. Okay. If we are being very sloppy with our time and everything, subconscious is just recording. It's a movie camera inside our brain, our cells, and it's recording everything. It doesn't know good from the bad. But conscious mind knows what's good, what's bad. So we always come with a why. I always talk about the why, right? On our every moment, we come with a why, right answer and wrong answer. So in our life, if we can make 51%, Tom Hopkins, I think, said that in one of his books. If you're right 51% of the time, you're living a good life. I say 61, 71, 81, 91% of the time. If you make good, right decisions on your time commitment, on what you want to do, on your goal setting, you will be leading a good life. I don't believe in badgering myself. I want to say that again. I don't believe by scolding ourselves and saying that you're no good or you messed up here or you messed up there. that's not going to take us anywhere. I believe in concrete, giving a good feedback, good or bad, and then you say, hey, guess what? You know what? I've been kind of sloughing off. I'm not doing this. I did make a decision to really use my time effectively. I'm going to do it. So that's the decision. Like Tony Robbins says, what you were doing over here, and then you say you make a decision, you are a new person on this side. And that's what I want the audience to be. If you want to grow, if you want to take your business to the next level, if you want to do more things in the same time, if you want to delegate and prioritize, these are the nuggets that will take you to a new height. You'll be able to double your income, triple your income, quadruple your income. You will be able to help more prospects. See, how do you increase business? Let me talk to you. You tell me, how do you increase your clients? Alicia, I want you to increase your clients. I want to help you to increase your business. I'm telling my students to work with you, to start the podcast and write a book and things like that. Because I want you to be successful, more successful than when you met me. And we're going to grow together. So the thing is, anybody who wants to take their business to the next level in syndication world, in taking your business that you're doing it right now, it's by helping other people. More prospects, more investors, talking to more brokers, looking at more properties, talking to loan brokers. I mean, everything. It all boils down to not on us, but giving them the time of the day. That's what the time utilization is. Why I'm coming back in the circle, back to the point, is we got to keep in a day our most important activities in front of us. And what's the most important priority for us? To meet people, talk to them, Zoom meeting them, FaceTime them, and then help them to achieve what they want. Then you will get what you want.
And see, I love this subject about time management. Like I said, we had so many, since we've been talking, like I said, now I've got 3 more things I want to discuss in future. So this is going to be our time management podcast 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 different subjects that I want to talk about, breaking time management up, because it's just such
it's crucial.
It is.
So crucial.
You don't have it. You don't have anything in life in general, whether it be personal or business or no matter what it is. It's just, if you don't manage your time, you are going to just, be all over the place, and you're not going to accomplish anything. And if you do, it's going to be by accident.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of things we do by accident, by the way. It's ridiculous, We think we want to go after that goal and we hit them. If we were concentrating and putting great time activity in that regard, we might have accomplished that goal in half the time, in quarter of the time. But many times it takes us longer just because we are not focused.
Definitely. So I always ask Mr. Smiles for a piece of advice about whatever subject we're talking about. So today was time management podcast 1, because I'm so going to dig more into this. So I guess we're kind of more talking. I want to get more into the morning.
Sure. Morning routine.
Touch more on that aspect, I think, more of kind of like setting your day up. So can you give us your nugget of advice about that?
Oh, surely. See, the thing is, I really believe what goals you read last night before you go to bed, subconscious works on those goals. I'm always planning what's the next day. How can I make a difference? Like we knew we're going to be recording today, Alicia. So my mind was set. I'm at peace. I'm ready for Alicia. She's going to ask me some good questions. I'm going to answer to the best of my ability. I don't even know what the topics are, and I feel good about that. But then when you get up in the morning, you want to have a routine. That is so important. Routine in life is so important, to get up at the same time or even earlier and do the miracle morning, like I was talking about, miracle morning. Just a wonderful book from brother Hal Elrod right there. pick it up. If you don't want to buy the book, don't worry. I don't make any money out of this. But the thing is, just go Google it for YouTube, Hal Elrod, and then there are several clips you could understand. The main idea is to set your mind right. In the morning, start your day with some yoga, some exercise, feeding your mind, paying gratitude. That is the most important thing in life, is to really pay gratitude to the people who brought you there. I respect my ancestors, my grandparents, both sides, my parents who brought me, my company officials, all the people in my company, you, everybody who have brought so much joy in my life, and then my friends, and I wish them all, to everybody around me, to have the best ever day, every day. So I pay gratitude and I pray for them. I pray for them. The thing is that sets you, that makes you powerful, that makes you ready to take on the day. And then when you sleep at night, you should have no regrets. See, the thing is, we live in fear. Our life is full of fear. Our life is full of so much other, I shouldn't use the word crap, but it is the noise, I call it. We need to be aligned. We need to be poised. We need to be totally focused in the most important activities of the day. Prioritize, delegate, and take massive action.
I love it. And that's actually, we're going to go into more podcasts about that. So I'm excited. Guys, please stay tuned. There's so much more to come. All right, guys, so you just got your weekly motivation power talk with Mr. Smiles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, turn on your notifications so when we upload another video, you guys will be notified. You won't miss out. Definitely stay tuned every week, because these motivation power talks will help you take your business and your life to the next level for sure. Mr. Smiles, thank you so much. I hope everybody in our audience has a terrific week. And like Mr. Smiles says, make it happen.
Each and every moment today, I should say, each and every moment, not every day, but every moment, because time management is the key to success. Yes. To you quadrupling your business and earnings and paying more to the charities and doing the kind of travels that you wanted and giving your family and retirement. Everything is possible in this life if we control the time we spend every day.
And now I wish I would have done the success of time management and what that would have done for me when I was younger. It would have been a lot further. All right, Mr. Smiles, thank you so much. And guys, if you want to reach out to Mr. Smiles, by the way, sorry, I have to do the plug. He is the #1 international bestselling author with his new book called Syndication Made Easy. You can find that. Oh my gosh,
I happen to have one. I know.
You can find that on Amazon. The link will be listed here below here in the show notes. You can also reach Mr. Smiles at VinneyChopra.com. That link will be here below. On VinneyChopra.com, you can apply for his academy. You can also invest with him or partner with him. You can also find his business consultant, John. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to him there too. And I will put his email address here in the show notes. All right, guys.
Thank you, Alicia. Good talking to you today. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
You will be amazed at the insights Vinney will share each week. He will share his experiences. He has taken $7 to over $220 million portfolio in commercial real estate. To reach Mr. Smiles, text the word syndication to 474747 or go to his website, VinneyChopra.com.